I'm Cheri Gyuro, and I'm with
Amy G.
Amer the Gamer.
The governor broke his promise to voters.
Metal detectors and having closed campuses can be expensive. Matt Castle says his experience with the Kings gave him life skills he hopes to pass on to his own children.
Making sure everything works. All Giants all day long. Giants players.
Cheri Gyuro here over at AT&T Park in San Francisco, and I'm with
Amy G.
Amer the Gamer. I got to spend the whole day with her, and she is a UC Davis alumni.
Buster Posey reached another milestone.
Amy Gutierrez, aka Amy G, reports on the emotional side of the San Francisco Giants for Comcast Sportsnet, both on the field
Never a good hair day at a ball game.
and in the studio.
A look at the players off the field and beyond the game. We'll start with the pre-show tease.
Writing stories, planning with producers, and getting the scoop from Boach.
I love what I do.
And many people love
Amy
G.
the fans, co-workers, and San Francisco Giants players.
She just has a authenticity about her.
Go Eggs.
Retaining her true UC Davis Aggie roots, Amy G lets her vibrant personality shine bright.
Davis was a huge launching ground for me to have the exposure to internships and television stations.
Amy has represented, obviously, UC Davis very well.
An all-around sports star from Casa Grande High School in Petaluma, Amy G became a student athlete at UC Davis.
The town in and of itself is just charming.
Amy broke barriers, becoming a female trailblazer in sports television.
All the praise that she gets is well deserved.
A love for the game, dynamic personality, along with
Presenting fair and true stories.
that's what makes this UC Davis graduate an inspiration.
If there's any message to pass on, it's just stick to it.
Amy is a living example of that.
This is Cheri Gyuro for icdavis.com.
All members voted. Desire to vote?
When the gas tax vote came up, I had to do what I thought was right for the families that I represent.
Democrat Assemblyman Rudy Salas of Bakersfield voted no on California's highest gas tax increase in state history. 2 weeks later, he was stripped of his chairmanship as head of the Assembly's Business and Professions Committee by Speaker Anthony Rendon. Strip Rudy Salas of his committee chair.
I'm not going to talk about that right now. Thanks very much. Thank you.
I represent families that are in poverty, and they're just above the poverty line, and they're hardworking families and they're struggling, and I had to take that all into consideration.
The gas tax bill was jammed through legislation with only 1 week's notice. Those critical of the law say the governor broke his promise to voters.
We have to live within our means.
It violated Governor Brown's promise not to raise taxes without a vote of the people.
And no new taxes without voter approval.
Jerry Brown.
What do you think about that? Salas is not alone.
You have to ask the governor about that.
Democrat Senator Steve Glazer, who also voted no on the gas tax, was immediately stripped of his committee chairmanship by the Senate pro tem Kevin DeLeon. To Senator Glazer to step down from his committee?
That's an internal caucus decision, and we don't divulge those types of decisions.
As for Assemblyman Rudy Salas, he says he'll continue to fight the good fight for the people he represents. At the state capitol, this is Cheri Gyuro reporting.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Deep roots and loyalty connects two communities separated by the floody causeway. For the Castles family, the Sacramento Kings are front and center.
Here we are in Davis, talking about the Kings. It has that much of, influence around the entire region.
Matt Castles is a Davis dad, baseball player, and coach. He began his years as an athlete with a basketball in his hands.
My dad was the ball boy for the Kings.
I, have to rush from baseball practice or high school baseball game right to the arena.
And my grandpa was the doctor.
For 15 years, Matt's dad, James, kept the team healthy as team doctor.
They had some wonderful people on the team. Everybody was sort of close.
Right alongside him was Matt, who dedicated all of his teenage years waiting hand and foot on the players.
My most favorite Kings of all time, Reggie Theus.
Matt Castle says his experience with the Kings gave him life skills he hopes to pass on to his own children.
I've been playing basketball for maybe since 2nd grade.
Cade and his sister Emily are both top players for the Davis Wildcats.
I like how they work together as a team.
Cade has the chance to see NBA games just down the road and has definitely helped him develop as a basketball player and a basketball fan, and my daughter as well.
Water may separate Sacramento from Davis, but nothing can take the Kings out of these castles.
I'll always be a Kings fan.
This is Cheri Gyuro for ICDavis.com.